Snakes. They're portrayed as evil, vile creatures, but are they actually that bad? Is our fear of snakes even rational? Could our fear of snakes even be considered a fear, or is it just an instinct that we're born with? To begin with, let's go over the statistics. How likely are you to even get bitten by a snake? About 1 in 37,500 people in the US are bitten by snakes each year, according to the University of Florida. And how many people are likely to die from that snake bite? Only 1 in 5 million. You're actually 9 times more likely to die from being struck by lightning than to die from a snake bite. To begin with, it's extremely unlikely that you'd encounter an actual deadly snake, like a black mamba or a king cobra. On the extremely unlikely chance that you do meet one in the wild, a snake would rather crawl away from a human than waste its venom on a human. Snakes don't use venom on a creature it can't eat, because that's just a waste of its venom and energy. The only reason you'd even get bitten by a snake is if you bother it and it's cornered. Biting is only used when a snake has no other way to defend itself. On the slight chance you do get bit by a deadly snake, we now have enough medical resources and information on deadly snakes to protect someone in case they do get bit. So now that we know that statistically we're very unlikely to get bit by a snake and die, how many snakes are even venomous? There are over 3,000 species of snakes on the planet, and only 600 of those species are venomous snakes. And how many species are actually dangerous to humans? Only 200. 200 species out of the 3,000 species in the entire world actually pose a serious threat to us, and we're very unlikely to even meet these deadly snakes in the wild. In fact, many people have pet snakes and even consider them easier and safer to take care of than your typical dog or cat. So now that we've covered the statistics, why are we so scared of snakes? Lots of snakes are completely harmless, like hognoses. Hognoses do have venom, but the worst damage it could do to a human is a little swelling, and even then it's very unlikely to actually bite you. But back to the topic, we know that we're unlikely to ever encounter a dangerous snake in real life, and that most snakes aren't even deadly. But why are we still so afraid? Recent studies have shown that we're actually born fearing snakes. A study done by the Max Planck Institute in Germany and the Uppsala University in Sweden tested this theory on a population that has no reason to fear snakes: babies. 48 infants were shown images of snakes and spiders on a white background, and they always responded with larger pupils. You might be wondering, how does this show that babies feel fear? Dilated pupils are actually related to the noradrenergic system in the brain, the same system that processes stress. Studies relating to this subject have been conducted before, which I can go into full detail in a future video if you're interested. Researchers theorize that this instinct must have been coded into us because of evolution. Back then, when humans marched through the forests, it's very likely a deadly snake bit a human and caused the death of a human. This instinctual fear was likely intended as a defense mechanism. Another important thing to note is the portrayal of snakes in the media. The media affects a large portion of our lives, which is a future topic I can expand on in future videos. Media portrayal is a large reason for how we interpret things. Snakes have been portrayed as evil in the media for a long time. So long that it's become a stereotype. Remember the snake in Harry Potter? Medusa's snake hair? Snakes have been associated with evil and monstrosity for such a long time that that's contributed to our fear of snakes. Of course, there's nothing wrong with being afraid of snakes, especially if it's something we cannot help. However, learning about these magnificent creatures expands our knowledge, and it even helps us know more about them in case we do ever have an encounter with a deadly snake, and lets us accept the harmless ones. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Comment what other videos you'd like to see. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I've also put the sources that I've used to research for this video in my description, so go check it out.